Says we're live. All right. Hey, everybody. It looks like there are only a couple of people in the chat right now. So we will just say hello to them. There's Anthony and there's Huawei. And was there anybody else there? They may have came early and said hello and left. And as the notification goes out, people will see that we're live. So
yeah, I didn't get a notification.
I haven't got one yet either. I don't know what's going on, but I don't know if Pam's planning on coming or not. She may pop up. I'll keep an eye out for her. And when I spoke with Mike 4 or 5 days ago, he still hadn't got his internet hooked up. So I don't know if he's even able to come on or not. So there's somebody back there now. It's the Pam. It's
Hello.
The Pam. Hey, Pam.
Hello.
Hello.
I was going to wait on you, but Susie was chewing nails and she said no. No.
Yeah, because that's so me.
You know her, right? No, she wasn't. So welcome, Pam. And
Grasshopper's talking about me. He says your mama's so ugly her portrait hung itself.
I thought that was for me. I saw that, but he wasn't in there. So,
Oh, Patrick's in the house.
hey, welcome, Patrick. And thanks for Susie Q and Pam for being here. So, and I don't know if Mike can make it or not. I've said that about 3 times now. Yep. Yeah, Huawei. Y'all said Huawei, so now he's going to say Huawei 100 times over there. No, you said
Huawei.
Yeah. Shh. Yeah.
Huawei.
Oh, I'm on the wrong account. Oh, wow.
So anyway, it really does say there are 3 people here now. Quad. Hey, y'all. Hey.
That's me. Sorry, I was on the wrong channel, but
That's you?
that's me. That's Quad Squad. That's me and my granddaughter. We make up Quad Squad.
Coral,
Hey, Coral.
he learned to say Wawa the very first stream I was on with Pam with him. And he learned to say lovely from Sarah on there. So he's never stopped, but he loves to say Wawa.
Probably just a word that like sounded good to him.
He can say
Yeah,
it.
right?
It sounds like something he mumbles or something, but roller skating. That's her roller skating channel, right? Coral said. I don't think so.
Yeah, that's my roller skating channel. It's cringy. It's absolutely cringy, but I don't care.
Well, we don't have a guest tonight, as we often don't, but I was going to show some of my new stuff and talk about that.
He has a beautiful new snake, guys. If you didn't see his couple of videos that he put out on her, oh my God, that's a beautiful snake.
I can't wait to see her up close and personal.
Yeah.
Well, that might be happening and it might not. She's a blood python and she's a Malaysian blood python. Can y'all hear me okay?
Yeah.
She's a Malaysian blood python. And she was bought from one of my local stores. It's Fish and Reptiles about 3 years ago when she was a baby. And the guy has her and reticulated python, a great big thing. Anyway, he's moving, and where he's going, he can't take her, doesn't want to take her. But she's been handled, handled since he got her. And he actually sent the guy at the store. Of course, he goes there and buys his frozen thawed rats and stuff for his snakes. So they've kept a relationship the last 3 years.
Dragon Lair, come up and tell us about it.
Oh my gosh, are they Russian tortoises?
Come up and tell us about it.
Yes, I'll post the link in the chat.
Yeah, come up and tell us about it so they don't have to read.
I
Anyway,
could talk tortoises all night long.
Yes, and I could listen because I don't have any, but I think about them. Anyway, he sent him pictures, holding it out on the deck. They're large, very large, heavy snakes, and they're really heavy for their length. So you do have to support them. They're ground snakes. They don't climb at all. So, and they're too heavy to climb, and they can really get their backs injured if, like you hold them. Like some people depend on a ball python to wrap around you or ball up. They don't do like that at all. They won't hold themselves up They probably can't. But anyway, so I've had to be real careful with that. So you've got to be hands-on. In a snake this big, you have to have both
How
hands.
big is it right now?
She's probably 3 feet.
And she's
She
gonna
could-
get bigger.
She's could get up to 5. She may be a little more than 3. It's hard to tell. She's not the kind of snake you stretch out and measure like a ball python. But I had taken videos of her on his counter and interacted with her a little bit there. They're super smart. It's a snake that's known to be super, super smart. And they're fast. They're very, very fast. I've seen videos and I've seen live streams of people that have them, and you cannot see them grab their food. You have to slow it down to see it. It's so fast. They do it in their back before. So that's something, you have to be aware of. And one this big could hurt. It could leave a nasty bite. I'm watching for dragon layers. Is it going to come? Python isn't it? But anyway, this is like if somebody wants a big, big snake, if you're attracted to that kind of snake that, like an anaconda or something that gets really large around, this is the snake because they max out like 5 feet or so. So you don't have a 12
Where are you
foot
gonna put it when it gets that big?
in something that's the thing about them is they can sit for 4 weeks in the same position. They're kind of like some of the puffer fish. I think of it like that. They don't have to have a big, huge tank because they don't do anything. They're like ambush predators. So they just sit.
Okay.
So it's recommended that you have one big enough for them to stretch out. So he's only in a 20 long right now, or she. I keep calling him he. It's a she for sure. It's been said. But so it's about 2 feet, about a foot short of what it should be in. But I have a 55 that I'm going to move it into. So
And that's 4 feet, right?
Right. So that'll give it at least a foot, 6 to 8 inches longer than that. So that'll get us through a while. The guy hasn't power fed her like you can power feed fish. He's just fed her every 2 weeks. And so I'm going to keep on that schedule.
Yeah.
But
I
anyway,
actually don't believe in power feeding. I don't think that's
no,
good for the animal.
I'm saying that is a good thing. But she's a hoss and a boss, and she's a big old girl, and she's heavy. And I did a video of taking her out of the bag. I had left her in her bag for 5 or 6 hours, her snake bag, on top of another snake habitat beside her, laying on top of the screen. So she was getting warmth from below, and but she could, feel the vibrations and the smells and the tastes and all that in here. So I hope that calmed her. I'm in the green room. All right. It didn't tell me. Thank you for telling me, Patrick. No, it doesn't show you there. It doesn't show you back there.
Maybe he's in the wrong link. Or is there a link in the chat?
I thought Pam put it in there.
I did.
Yeah, she did. I'll keep
He
watching.
says he's in the green room.
But he's not. He's not back there.
Okay, let me
It's
refresh.
It's just us 3.
No, just us 2.
Now she's backstage. So anyway, a lot of not just mumbling and rambling, but it's important information about this reptile. So they stay pretty much under the substrate. And like I say, I was reading about them. They'll sit for a month and never move. Now it says there are 2 people back there. There they
No,
are.
that was me. I was just testing the link.
No, it's him. She found him. Awesome. Awesome.
Yay!
Hey, Patrick. Finally, welcome and thank you.
Okay, it says I'm in.
You are.
You are in.
And we hear you. Awesome.
I do not know how to turn the camera around on this phone.
Oh, does it have the little circle areas there by the screen? Usually there's like a circular arrow. Is that what I was trying to say? Yeah.
Not that I see.
Okay.
We
Well-
can just turn the
Wait up at the top. Hang on.
Uh-oh.
Push the button.
He hit the
Push
wrong
the button.
button.
Yeah. How
Don't
many
hit
times?
buttons, Patrick. That's what I do, and you know what happens to me.
And me too. I've done it. Here he is back.
Oh, this is so awesome that Patrick's coming up here.
I'm telling you, it is awesome. He's
All
scared.
right, whatever.
That wasn't it.
All right, I'm just
That
going to turn
wasn't
the
it.
phone over and show
That'll
you.
work. That'll work fine.
No,
We still see you.
this is Boris. This is my male, and he is a Casa Canica.
Did you say Boris?
we still see you, Patrick.
Did you say
Hang on.
Boris?
There we go.
Oh, there he is.
There we
Patrick,
go.
did you say Boris?
Can you see him?
Yeah, but Bob needs to blow you up. There you go. Oh, awesome. Awesome looking tortoise. Yay.
That's the name of one of my males is Boris. That's so cool.
It's kind of creepy.
Is he the only male you have and the other two are female?
Well, they're Boris and Natasha. I have him, but he's a different,
Species? Or
and he's a different subspecies than the two females.
okay.
I don't know why. All right, I'm going out back and see if I can dig the girls out so you can see them.
Woohoo! This is so exciting.
Pam wants to know if you have pants on.
Don't look, Ethel. Don't look.
You know, one of my videos I posted of the Brazilian rainbow boa the other day.
Yes, I have pants on, Pam, just no shirt.
I had to put a disclaimer on that video because you could see my boxer shorts all through the whole video.
Oh my God, that's hysterical.
I thought, well, I'm not redoing the video.
No, especially if it's got good content. F it.
Horace, the tortoise.
Oh, Boris.
Hey, Jenny Lynn.
Not Boris. Boris. Mine's name is Boris with a B.
All right, this is the two girls, and they're a subspecies Bogdanovi.
And how can you tell the difference between the subspecies?
Oh, they're pretty.
Oh, especially that big girl, man. She's gorgeous.
And my friend Matthew Hills up in Indiana. The one with the dark head is Natasha.
Maybe he did say Boris.
Anyway, he has studied them and I haven't given the other one another name yet. I'm trying to think of a good Russian name for her.
Hey, Sandy. Did you hear?
Anyway, Matthew identified them for me.
Oh, that's how. Okay.
Is he on Facebook or YouTube or something? I can have him identify mine.
All right.
I don't think Patrick can hear me.
He may not.
All right. These are the. Yes, he's on Facebook, Q. I don't know why I'm so far behind.
Because you're probably on YouTube and we're on StreamYard.
These are three of the Herman's tortoises. these three are Lily, Mildred, and Bud, and these are Herman's tortoises.
Oh, that's one of my favorite species. Look how beautiful.
Wow.
Now they are a community tortoise, and they can live together fine. The Russian tortoises are hit or miss.
Patrick,
Look how
I'm
beautiful.
impressed. I'm impressed with how neat and clean your enclosures are.
And I probably can't show you the other two females because I, and I can't show you. I cannot show you. I can't show you. I can't show you the other two female Hermans.
Did they dig down deep or something?
No, they're inside their little hide, and I can't lift it up because it's.
What did you say the guy's name was?
Do what?
What did you say his name was up in Indiana? I just think there's a little time lag, that's all.
Yeah. I'm going to write it down this time like you.
Yeah.
Okay, these are two of. Pardon me? Matthew Hills, Hills.
Thank you, Patrick. My pad right there. Can you see the chat, Patrick?
If I go back to the window with all of us on it, it drops me out for some reason.
Oh, okay. That's what's going on.
Okay, this is two of my redfoot tortoises. The first one I'm going to show you. No, I can't.
Okay. Susie, you have to pronounce that mountain boa for him then.
The what?
You have to pronounce what Jenny Lynn's saying for him then.
Oh, wow. Tarahumara? Sounds like did I say that right? Tarahumara?
I have no idea. I was teasing you.
Tarahumara mountain dwarf goas. Wow. I have 3 redfoot. I have one that's about 5 years old and 2 babies. I would love to see how old are yours?
All right. I'm going to try this again.
Okay.
These are I have 3 redfoots, and there's I'm not really sure how old they are. I bought them as adults, so I know they're probably at least 10, but they may be older. There's Thorn, which I'm going to show you first. Then I'm going to show you Briar. And then Blossom is in the hide box, and I can't show you her.
Oh, look how beautiful.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
They have the, what are those called? The raised areas I can never remember.
pyramiding.
Yeah.
They also have yellow spots that look like pyramiding, so I can't tell from this angle if that's actual pyramiding or just the yellow coloration.
Ooh, that's a nice setup.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Look at how cute this yard is. Mine is all mud. Oh, you got lots of greenery for them, everything. That's
Oh.
awesome. Uh-oh.
I'm sitting here like,
There's Big Bob.
do that. And let me see if he's coming back.
Why away?
Yeah, we were both. Did you see us? We were both like,
I know, right?
he's enjoying it. He loves to watch. Let's see if he's back there. He's not back, but he'll be back.
I'm sure he will be.
Yeah, this is fun.
I'd be curious to see if he leaves those redfoots out all year.
I was watching something about turtles the other day, tortoises, and they're one of the ones that you can leave out in some areas. Oh, it was Wickens. He keeps his out in the summer, of course, and he's in Canada. But yeah, I was watching him. It was interesting.
Does he keep any of his outside?
Yes, he does. He keeps a lot of his. One type he doesn't because of humidity. He doesn't keep them out. But
Wow.
I live through you guys that have turtles because I know if I get into them, then that's a whole nother slippery slope.
It is. It's so addicting too because they're so, and you have to have somebody who you're going to hand them down to, like the parrot, like because they're going to live so old. God,
Yeah.
man.
We need to get Jenny Lynn to hit that link and come back up too and tell us about those mountain dwarf boas.
I want to hear how it's pronounced. It's Tara Humara. I think I say Humara because that's one of the big pharma commercials, like Humara. Tara Humara. Tara Humara.
Well, I'll watch for him, but should I go back to talking about the, hey, Bruiser, another snake, Jenny Lynn. Yeah, I wondered what was going to be next. I wondered.
She said,
Regular says he couldn't see y'all for the chat. No, Q, they stay out till the night temperatures drop below 45.
okay.
If you're coming back up, Patrick, I'll watch for you. But if not, thank you so much. That was a real treat. I enjoyed
That was
it.
absolutely awesome.
And
It was
Pam,
a joy to have you on here live. That was
Finally.
great.
and Pam and Susie, do not start pressuring me to go topless just because Patrick did. I won't dance and I won't come on with
Bruiser,
makeup.
hello. What's a bruiser? Is it a dog?
Huh?
Oh, I'm just teasing Bruiser.
Oh,
Because on my stream the other night, somebody said something about they got to see Bruiser on Reptales, and Blackie was like, "What's Bruiser, her dog?"
yeah.
I'm like, close, it's her husband.
Oh, mosquitoes. The skeeters are carrying him away, so he's heading back in. Yeah, you're in LA, Lower Alabama, so I know they're bad because they're bad here too in East Tennessee. Well, anyway, this blood python it really is kind of like the next step. Like if you've been keeping colubrids and corn snakes and so forth, and then or been keeping ball pythons, it's a little step up. So I did try to feed her on her schedule. I'm trying to think of everything I know about her, and then I'm working up to showing her, and whether or not I take her out depends on whether she's agreeable to that. She's completely covered except her head, just barely sticking out like a
Oh my
wedge,
God.
a wedge, not even out. She's just waiting on something to go by or go near. But she was doing
Does
that.
that mean she's in a hunger mode?
That's the way they sit. That's why they say
okay.
don't really worry about a great big thing, just enough for them to stretch out, because they don't use it. They won't use the space. Now, she did go around this, when I first put her in here, I lifted her out of the bag, like I said, and set her down. She was coiled up. And she sat there a minute. Then she figured out where the water was. She smelled it, of course, went over and drank a long time. Then she went around the tank twice, and then she went back and drank a whole bunch more water. So she was thirsty. And then she settled in the middle on a heating pad. She can be half on it and half off. So she settled there, and she sat there 2 days with her little head up like that, like a big bird. And so I went back. Wednesday was the day he was going to be getting his frozen thawed rats in, and she eats on Wednesday every other week. So I went back and got her two, and brought one home and thawed it and put it in, and she came out immediately. She wouldn't strike it. And of course, I use my tongs because I've seen how they can bite and how fast they are. And I'm not afraid of her. I just, I don't want to cause her any problems either. She's never bitten the guy, he says. So anyway, I laid the rat down because he said that he could leave it and come back and she would still take it. But she didn't. I got a couple pictures of her. One of them, I think, is our thumbnail. And she hovered over it for a long time and smelled it, and like snakes do. But it was still there the next evening when I came home Thursday. So I
was going to ask you about that. If she sits and waits for her prey to walk by, but you're giving her frozen.
Yeah, that's what he raised her on.
And that's why you do the tongue, the dancing, so that they think it's alive.
That's why I did that. I didn't do a lot of it because she acted like she was going to grab it.
I'm picturing Bob with the tongs going. Do, 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 do,
and this wasn't a mouse either, guys. This was a rat. I mean, a good size rat, like a 6-inch rat, or maybe more. Anyway, I got two.
You could put a pole in the middle of her enclosure so that you could do a little bit of pole dancing with the rat.
Oh, yes.
I bet that would just, she would love that. Huh?
Pam, I'm just sad because that rat went to waste, that it didn't, it was raised and, cared for and all that for the purpose of feeding the snake. And then it went out in the woods. I slung it way out in the woods so things would, have their way with it. So it didn't go to waste.
More when you thought?
I'm telling you need to get a pole and do some pole dancing with it.
I usually don't leave them in more than 1 day. Bud pythons really don't move very much as they sit and wait predators. Yep, exactly. So, and also they don't come out. They stay underneath their. She's got some soil in there, and then she's got some aspen shavings, a lot on that. And she's right now got her water bowl tipped up, but it's a deep one, so it's not spilling. She's moved away from the warm end. So, you want to see her? You want to see her? I've got to get her a screen lid.
I want to see her.
Because I didn't have a screen lid for this, so I went ahead and used one of the acrylic ones. And you see how many locks are on there, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 locks. And then I'm relying on these little latches here to keep her in. But can you see her? Oh, I had it locked, so you got to unlock it. I love these, but I'm not sure it's good for her. Can you all see?
Yourself up big or no?
Oh, sure. Thank you. And I didn't turn it around, so can y'all see her?
Oh my gosh, is that her little nose?
That's her.
She's so pretty. She's so pretty.
Man.
That's from like her eyes forward.
Yeah.
And she's hook trained, which is a good thing to have with a snake this big. And since I don't have a hook right now, I've got to get one. I'm going to use my these things. So I just tapped her so she knows it's not feeding time. She's trained that way. So
cool.
She knows I'm not opening this to feed her. Really, really smart. So the only way I'm going to get bit now is if I piss her off or hurt her or scare her.
Are those live plants?
No, that's just plastic. That one's live. That one is live. I lied.
Yeah, that's the croton. I saw that.
Yeah, just to give her some fresh air in here. But there's some of her body.
Oh, she's so pretty, Bob. She's so thick too.
Yeah, that's the thing about them. They're big snakes, but
beautiful.
they don't. You don't have to have a 12-foot snake. And I don't have much light on her because they really, in the wild, they live in caves and or like to
They
crawl
like
into
the heat.
caves, and they like it dark.
And how hot is the belly heat?
She's on just a regular pad, and it's got a, thermostat on it, and I've got it set on 82. And it's actually right about where her head is, and then goes over toward the plant. Actually, I put a second one in here today, so she might be telling me that she doesn't want to. It's not a lot of tank for two. It's like the 6-inch strips.
Yeah.
But can you see her curled back this way? I don't know what you
Oh,
can
she's
see.
beautiful, yeah.
She doubles back up and comes up past her head. That's how
So
long
now a
she.
ball python, when you pick them up, they curl up pretty tight in a ball. You're saying
Right.
that she would just like hang there?
Yep. And that you can really hurt them because they don't try to support themselves, and they don't know anything about climbing. They're too heavy. And one good thing to know about these guys, she turned her head slightly, see she's looking at me now. But a good thing to know about these guys is they have great peripheral vision, and they don't have to be looking at you to strike. They can come sideways just
Oh
as
my.
fast. Yep. Yep. So that's why I said we might see her up close and we might not. So I know she can't come backwards,
Now,
and
do you own a GoPro?
I don't.
Oh.
I know that would be so cool, wouldn't it?
Guys, we got to start a GoPro fund for Bob. You can put a
Uh-oh.
GoPro in this cage and watch with the that whole sitting and waiting for her food. That's so cool.
I accidentally covered her head up. I'm sure that didn't endear me to her. And she's in a strike position too, you see.
Oh boy, you better stop, Bob.
See how pretty she is. And they're these are very closely related to the short-tailed boas, the red-tailed boas. And Malaysian is just her location. But look at their tail compared to her body.
you, you see what Koro said? Put a GoPro on the mouse. Oh my God.
Well, she wouldn't take a live one on a vest on the mouse. Hey, Jeff. The nerve snakes has I can't talk. Thickness is important. How thick is that snake? Got to see all the vulgarities. All right. Go, Jeff. So I'm not sure. I'm going to just try a little bit here to see if I can gauge her mood. The thing about them too is you can kind of tell how a ball python's doing. You can tell if it's going to strike. Yeah,
Oh,
see her body.
beautiful.
See her
Yeah,
body
it's
just
limp.
stays dead weight. Just dead weight. Her head and her body. So you
Yeah,
have to
Gert mentioned
really
me
support
mentioned it
them.
was limp.
So you really need two hands, and I've got this camera. I guess I could set it up so y'all could see me get bit. But
No,
she
don't get
just
bit tonight.
she just sits. I was going to try to get her out and close the lid and just sit her on top of here, but this may be all. I haven't handled her since I put her in there Sunday night, but we can see her better anyway.
Now, is it kind of like a bird? You kind of have to build the trust.
I think so. I think just like with all of our reptiles, but the thing about these is that everybody says that they're just more intelligent, that you don't underestimate them, and I haven't ever had a snake smarter than me that I know of.
That's great.
But I'll get her out sometime, but maybe not tonight. Little prairie gopher snake over here. She's fairly new, but I've shown her. She's like, "What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing over there?" Or San Diego gopher snake.
She's pretty too.
She is pretty.
Wow.
And I've got a bunch of stuff from over here thrown on top of her so we can't see her. So there we go. She's not mad, the tongue's flicking, so she's still curious. All the basic stuff applies just like it does even to a corn snake. As long as they're flicking their tongue, they're not striking. When they stop, that's when you need to pay attention. But I love her tail, just the colors, her whole body.
Very pretty.
I'm going to leave her alone, I think. Touch her one more time. That'll be the time I get bitten. The man was holding her like in the pictures and the video he sent, do you want her back? And I'm going to sell her and all that. And of course, she knows him, his smell and his touch and all that stuff. So this is not a wild snake. She was probably wild caught, but she was a baby when he got her. So look at that.
And how old did you say she is?
Just right at 3 years, or a little more than 3 years, maybe, right around there. He was going to try to, Eric that owns the shop was going to try to find his, the bill of sale, so the receipt, because he always keeps up with how old the animals are and all that. So he might have a date of birth on her, actually. That got her attention. She started flicking. But yeah, snakes hate to have their heads touched.
Do they?
And they hate it. Oh, all snakes hate to have their heads touched. You can, get them so they're not afraid, but it's like the predator thing, If something's grabbing their head, it's probably an eagle or some predator. See you over there. Nosy. Nosy, nosy. I'm going to leave her alone. So anyway, not very exciting, but not a whole lot you can do with that snake. Here's something that is exciting, though. You all know how the little baby rats were little pinkies. Did y'all see them?
Yeah.
Little baby mice. Hey, mama. Hey, mama. Well,
Are they running around now? Oh, look at them. They're growing up.
Aw, look how big.
All the eyes are open. They've all got their colors and fur. I think they're 16 days old. They don't skitter and scatter like they used to because they know I bring food. But they're eating everything. Wow. And they're fast. They're eating everything she eats.
Yeah.
Susie, how many can I put you down for?
0.
They're pets now. They're not food.
Tell my cat that.
Oh, there's 3 of them over here under this other thing I just saw. There they go.
Yeah.
They've got a tunnel under there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 3 or 4 over here. Every time I count them, there's more. So I've stopped counting them. I've got their food bowls out. They're eating softened kitten chow, softened with water, and cooked peas. These, shelled peas. What else do I give them? They love like all grain breads, as she does. They love cheese. They've got 2 kinds of cheese. So they're little piggies. So, yeah, I've got it now. I've got to invest in something that's more appropriate for mice. I've got some bird cages. I'll see if those will work. But all right, how's our time going?
Well, are they mice or are they
We're
rats?
at 15 after the hour.
So we've still got about 15 minutes.
Yep, we got 15 minutes left.
They are mice. That's their mother that's in there. She's just a mouse. She's a mouse that I got when I got 4. I get 4 every week. 1 for this guy. I found out he doesn't like rats, even though that's what Underground Reptile said he was eating. She was eating, but she likes mice. So, and she's knocked her plant over again. She likes to dig in plants, so she's dug that up again. I got her a new hide. That's what I was going to show. A big hide, and you see where she's at.
She's so pretty. I love that snake.
Wow.
Yeah, I got her a hide, but I haven't seen her in it. And her water bowl up there.
Now, is she more of a climber?
She is. They are semi-arboreal, and sometimes I come in here and she's up on the wood. But it's at night because they're primarily whatever nighttime hunters and so forth. But they still need a cycle of daylight, so that's why the light's on. It's important to give her that cycle. But the mice that I put in there chewed all my plants up. See, all the leaves are gone off of them. So, darn it. Here's her shed. I got it all out. So, anyway, that's all that's new. All that's new and exciting. That's the girl that. I did get another new snake.
Yes, I heard. Let's see.
It's a ball python, and I got it at the whatever. Not Repticon, but this is the bag she came in. The exotic animal show in Chattanooga last weekend. And she is super shy. She's very handle. I can't say the word. You can hold her. Handle. Why can't I say that word? Handleable.
Handleable, yeah.
Handleable. It's a tongue. For me, it's a tongue twister. For a hillbilly, that's a hard one to say. And she may not want to come out. She does come out sometimes, but she hasn't eaten. But she's a really pretty snake. She's a Mojave leopard. It's her morph. And she's a big girl like that other one over there.
Oh, look at her.
She's pretty.
Wow.
Hey, Pam. Hey, Pam. Hey, Susie. Yeah. She needs that bigger hide of it.
It looks like she's got flowers on her sides.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm missing out not having a snake. I really do.
Yeah. She's on her heat mat. I feel that under there. It's so nice and warm. Yeah. Yeah. Just going to try to get her out. But she's heavy. All right. You stay there. See, she's shy. She's trying to hide. It's all right. I got you because I love you. You're gorgeous. But I'm going to try to breed her with my male that's got all those great genes in him. And she's got the Mojave and the leopard are two of the darkest genes in the hobby.
Oh, nice.
And then he has two of them. He's a mahogany. So, yeah, I held her at the event, and I've held her here like an hour when I first got her home the other night. Look at that. Look at that. She's not hook trained, so she might try to tap me. She might, but yeah, she's pretty. Big old snake. She hasn't met her future spouse. See there? Yeah, you might take some food, it looks like. She looks interested in something. So that's it. All the new ones. I've consolidated my leopard geckos, so they're in kind of like a condo of wires here. I didn't change his tails. I just realized.
Larry, hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello, Larry.
Larry is getting a reptile or going to get one because he had a tank go bad on him. So I asked him what the reptile going in it was going to be. It drained completely out on it. Lost a bunch of
Gonna need a
fish.
spicy one.
So I'll get
So, Bob,
myself.
what is it that you like about the reptiles, like housing versus aquariums?
The ability to touch them and handle them, and
Yeah, me too.
that it's safe. Of course, there's a little house snake. Anytime I'm about, it's out saying, it's not little anymore, it's big. Gimme, gimme, gimme.
You said you got a crested gecko.
Okay. There's a little pin girl. I've had her a long time. These love nesters are still asleep. They don't come out till later. My giant crimson geckos are not looking good and not doing good. I'm not sure what's wrong with them. I've tried everything. I've asked everybody. They
No.
they eat, but they're losing weight. They keep losing weight,
Hmm.
and I don't know if you can see them. The
Wonder if
one
they've
in
got
front,
some kind of parasite.
I don't know unless they got it from food. But
What food do they eat?
they eat crickets and they eat super worms, and they also eat some of the jelly stuff, the prepared stuff. I need to change that out. There's an empty one. They're eating good, but they continue to lose weight. Now, one of them had a bad shed, so I've been making sure my humidity's staying a little higher in there. Instead of missing once a day, I've been doing it twice a day. And I haven't been keeping it quite as warm, but I had to pull shed off of that one that looked so bad in the front, off its little foot pads and everything the other night. It took forever to get all that off because I noticed it wasn't climbing, but it has been since that. So I don't know. I hate that because I've had those guys probably a year. I don't know. Don't know.
And they like being together?
Yeah, they're a male and female. So, and they get along great. They don't ever have food fights or anything. So,
What kind of, well, back up. Is that your agama? Is that
yeah,
right?
yeah, that's the Dharma. They were stacked up when I first started, and then they unstacked. Not mating, just stacked up. They like to lay on each other. That is the male, I think. It's hard to tell. She's big too. They need their place cleaned up. Yeah, you do. They're sleepy. They had a bunch of crickets last night. You can probably hear the crickets. So that's what's new. She's still kind of just laying there. She'll move around and cover herself back up, I'm sure. I probably should have covered her up, you know it? I feel like a snake breeder because I've got these two big females I'm trying to make that really nice male with, and so far no pairing with these two. It's fun to watch them though. He follows her around like a puppy. He's inside this thing asleep. Anyhow, what's the chat saying? Jeff Kane. Oh, let me get myself off of here. I'm aware what they're talking about. How far back do I gotta go? Just to the smut.
I agree with Anthony's fishy friends that the dubia roaches will help put meat on. I've had my clementine came out of brumation pretty thin, and I've been focusing on the dubia roaches, and it's a really bulking her.
Well, I'll put some in there because I've got a ton of babies. I bet 100 babies. Oh, I added some dairy cow. I forgot to see if we could see any. Just 10 of them, but from last weekend I added some dairy cow isopods
Isopods?
to the that 55 that the little super couple live in. They're growing up together, a boy and a girl, ball python, but they don't come out till later. But there are crickets in there that the little chameleon eats. So I don't think he'll bother the isopods, and they stay dug down, you know, and hidden. So I saw some today when I missed it in there. Saw some come up. Let's see. Anthony said, hi. My old lady Russian has pretty messed up scoots. Scoots is what I was trying to think of a while ago.
Oh, the scoop. Yeah.
Hey, Larry D. I'm way behind. Where did Pam go? Oh, she's backstage. How long has you been gone, Pam?
Just as soon as you came on, she went back.
And knocked her off, knocked her out.
I think he kicked me out.
I've been telling her I was going to knock her out. anyone know how to dry out cholla cactus quick? I don't, but I know if you don't do it right, that it ruins it because Rob had some at Aquatic Aesthetics that he just gave me that it came to him ruined, but he couldn't use it for his fish tanks, and he doesn't do reptiles, so that's those big pieces that I have around in my snake things.
Oh, cool.
A Yellowstone.
There he got a crested gecko. You would understand why they look so beat up. Garters are easy to feed, but usually not great handling. Yeah, because they musk you. And they're cray-cray.
As a kid, I got a quarter for every garter snake that we found. We brought to this lady with a huge garden. She said, we brought a garter snake, she'd give us a quarter each.
Why did she want them to eat?
They must be very helpful in the garden, keeping away something.
Well, if you have a fish pond, you don't want them around because I had to start killing them when I had a pond because they were catching and eating my goldfish.
No, she just had a big garden.
And they also went after the frogs. I had some like bullfrogs in there. And I heard this horrible screeching one day. And I ran over and this garter snake was chasing a bullfrog through the yard. And the bullfrog was trying to get to the pond. And the garter snake was right on its ass. And the bullfrog was like squealing like hell.
Oh, my.
Pam and Susie both, when do y'all have a stream next?
I'm doing a stream tonight.
The art stream?
Well, art and my birthday.
Oh,
I wanted
happy
to make
birthday.
you say it, yeah. So
I
how
do
old are
mine
you?
Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. Woo.
Right before the Tennessee Fish Mafia.
Yeah.
And did I tell you who our guest is Sunday? Dan the Man, Dan's Fish.
Oh,
cool.
good.
Yep.
Oh, awesome. This will be fun.
Yeah, I don't know what he's going to talk about, anything he wants to, but
Exactly. He's going to be speaking at the Clash. I'm going to get to meet him.
yeah, awesome. Awesome. Are you going to the 4th of July thing he's having?
Me?
Yeah,
That's on the other side of the country.
I know.
Hell no. I don't even have gas money to get to the airport, let alone the other side of the country.
Had to be an expensive burger. He's going to grill for everybody.
Let me tell you, I would be a dream of mine to fly out there and meet everybody on that side of the country. I would love that.
Bob, how was the video quality on my short stream before YouTube got all PO'd at me for putting my phone in the water? Now what?
How was the video quality where?
On my short stream before YouTube.
Yellowstone, I would love that. Oh my gosh, it'd be a dream of mine.
Oh, did they take it down or something? I didn't see it. Oh, I did see it. I commented on it. Yeah. Did they take it down or something? Coming to the Earth
Bob,
Day, Pam.
this was a great stream, Bob. I really appreciate you showing off all your babies.
Oh, that
Yep.
wasn't it.
And we
Yeah,
got to see Dragon Lairs tortoises too.
I know. How great was that?
that wasn't nearly all of them. Maybe another time I'll do part 2 and do some more of them. So, talk more about them. But we're about to the end of that time, I think. So we'll see you tonight, Pam, and we'll see you, Susie, Sunday at 7 Eastern. What time is your stream, Pam? The usual?
My normal time.
11 Eastern.
Yep. 11 Eastern.
11 o'clock Eastern. Holy cow. I don't know
9
how to do
o'clock. 9 o'clock. Well, it's 9 o'clock my time, so.
Even 9 o'clock, I wouldn't be able to. I'd be like,
Yeah. Yeah.
wow.
All right.
Yeah,
Thanks, super thanks, Patrick, for coming up. And we need to
Yeah.
plan
Yeah.
another time for you to come up. Now that you've been up once, you've got your toe wet. So
Yeah, got the boogeyman out of the way.
right. And panel. Can't even think of the word I want. Pam and Susie, thank you so much. And guys, make sure everybody here probably has already subscribed to them. But if they're not, check out their channels. Their links are
I'll
there.
keep you in my prayers, Patrick.
And thank you, Huawei, for all the links as always. And I'll see you later at Pam's tonight with your protege, pretty boy that can't stop saying. He went back in the bathroom to look in the mirror, so he loves to stay in there and look in the mirror, so that whatever he likes. All right, thanks everybody, and hope it wasn't too boring. I love the tortoise part. Loved it. So good night, and thanks everybody.